Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here we go. Kill. Here we go. 47. Come, baby. Come, baby. Woo! Tighten up. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 10-2 stop. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Speak up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
60 or. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bang it. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. We'll call that a punt of 50. 4 yards, well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing his car on third down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Move. He's checking.
They'll go with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And the Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
80 weapon.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up third and 5.
And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Go. 93. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Express. Watch the slant. Express. Right there. 54 Mike. No chance.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 10. 10. White. Hey, Raider 2.
On second and 1, Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look at, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's get this. Switch. Low. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's what I'm talking about.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, box drop.
50's the money. Ready.
Romo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check. Kill. Shit.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Come on, D. Express. Motion me out. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
On second and 11 now. Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun now on third down, Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
You're mine. 31's the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me. Express. 31's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. Express. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
From the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
They run the counter. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No. Off. Shift. Watch out.
Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike's 50. Watch the curl.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back. Jam.
They run the counter. Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
30. What down? 180. Easy. Kill. Quick. Express. Motion. 31's the mic. Target. 31's the mic. You remember me? Hey, 734. Let's go, baby. 31's the mic. Got you, boy.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
14. Buccaneers, 13.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 31. Check 31.
Again, it's Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Down. 180. Mike 50. 6-man. Check curls. Easy. Kill. Show it up. 22 jet bomber. Flare. Whip. Watch the whip. Move that down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, defense.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
On 2nd down, Elliott. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now whistles here before the snap. Look like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Right Monday down. 38, watch 38. Sponge. Greystone, travel. Right to run.
Now Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Dallas.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shows his strength at the 50.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go again to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey, echo. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hey, exit. Get it.
Out of the gun, Romo. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Mike's 50. It's a party now. Hey, Delta. Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Here we go, G. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Express. All day,
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Turn down. Here we go. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. 808. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Cowboys, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.